Ship, come on. Probably gonna have to go find the others and push them. Hey, Lamey girl. It's my sweet pea. Hi, sweet pea. Yes. It's a good Luna. Who's that good Luna? Okay. Let's just move some of these other sheep forward before it starts pouring rain or thundering and lightning. I just stepped in poop. We have two goofnicks here, but I think pretty much everybody else made the move, unless I have a group down here that I don't know about. Pretty much. We do have some down here. Ship, come on. Ship. Might let him in a different area. I think I'll let him race through here. Ship, come on. Here we go. Ship, come on. Ship, come on, right here. There you go. Ship, come on. Most of them were down here. Come on, ship. Come on. Ship. Come on. Hey, hi, Timmy Lammy Lulu. Hey, my good girl. All right. So I just have those couple of goofy young ones over there, I'm pretty sure. All right. Yeah, don't mess with the wire. I love being greeted by a sheep who loves me. Hey, Mark Shepherd Healing Pastures, the Farm Church, and Sundays, I like to do a Sunday message. Basically taking what I've learned on the farm during the week and applying it to my life and hopefully to the lives of other people who are seeking to understand the world a little bit better from a spiritual and emotional point of view. It's not religious, but it is spiritual. We are spiritual beings with bodies. We are spirits walking around in these meat suits. And this week was kind of I don't know how you would say it, a typical week? No week is typical, but Mondays, my friend Corey Vineyard and I have been running the sheep through the Lakeland sheep handling system to soak their feet in something called zinc sulfate, which hopefully will kill the foot rot. So far, I don't know if we need to do it more, but all I have time for and all Corey has time for is once a week. So we're running the girls through it every week, and any of them that are obviously limping, we put in the spin squeeze, and we double check their feet and put some of this other stuff, this green goop called copper sulfate. But sheep are sensitive to copper, so we don't want to overdo the copper sulfate. So it's something that I never wanted to learn, but I'm having to learn it because I can't stand my sheep limping and their feet just start rotting, and then flies get in there and lay maggots, and it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. So that was Monday. Tuesday I moved the girls. Ship, come on. Ship, come on, right here. There you go. Chip, come on. Most of them were down here. Come on, Chip. Come on. Chip. Come on. Hey, hi, Timmy Lammy Lulu. Look like a girl. All right. So I just had those couple of goofy young ones over there, I'm pretty sure. All right. Yeah, don't mess with the wire. I love being greeted by a sheep who loves me. Wednesday, I moved the boys. All right. So I'm walking back and forth behind them so that they go where I want them to go, which happens to be fresh food, fresh ground. Yeah, Chip, come on. And that call, you little ones are gonna learn that means fresh food. I had to do a quick end run. But we got one guy who's seeing. He's seeing what there is to see over here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, why didn't you say there's food? Chip. There you go. All right. And I think it was Wednesday that we had a huge thunderstorm and a bunch more rain. And then Thursday, I had my college student friend Ella come and she helped me set up the girls for the next move, which I haven't moved them to yet. And then Friday, what was Friday? Oh, Friday, I had to move my tractor to 2 different solar sites and mow. And then Saturday, I mowed all day. And in the middle of that, I was helping my niece, Kimberly. Her dad passed away 2 weeks ago, and she had to clean out his apartment. And the whole message, the whole Sunday message this week for me, note to self, don't do that to your children. So starting next week, I'm going to start throwing stuff out. This place is a mess. I mean, look, my greenhouse is falling apart. There's stuff all over the floor, all over the ground. My dad's a slob. I'm a slob. Our whole family has never been neat. So I have made a commitment to start just a little bit at a time, like 5 minutes a day, just starting to clear stuff out and throw stuff away. So, because I don't want to do that to my kids. And my dad's turning 99 this coming week, and he's a pack rat. I mean, he got very mad at me when I moved up here in 2019 and started going through the freezers and throwing food out from 2011, 2010, 2006. Come on. So that's one of my family, it's not a shame thing. It's just we've never been neat freaks. And my dad would always derogatorily talk about somebody who was neat as a neat freak. Oh, but I think it's time for me to try to step into my neat freak stage, because my former brother-in-law left my niece Kimberly with just an apartment packed through full of garbage, full of old computers from the 1980s and 90s, like old computers with a, 40 megabyte hard drive. Like, no one wants those. Like, throw them out, dude, right? So that's the message I'm getting from the universe, and it's not a judgment against him. He's dead. He can't do anything about it. But I'm alive, and so I'm going to try to keep doing what I've been doing, and then start to just little by little clean up and throw stuff away. so that I can begin to clear out my life. I want to hone things down to the essentials. I want to simplify. I want to get rid of a lot of the junk that I keep tripping over. And this has always been an issue for me. I don't know if I can pull it off, but that's my intention. That's my goal. And I just, I love moving the sheep to fresh pasture. That's like my thing. So why not create fresh surroundings for myself? You know what I mean? So that's the big message this week. Think about the fact that you're not going to be here. If you're a pack rat, this is something you got to deal with. And I found this guy on YouTube. There's bunches of people on YouTube who are all about simplifying, going on a buying moratorium. And that's the other piece is like, I feel like I need a bigger mower because I have this 4-foot mower and it's very handy for getting in and around and under the solar panels, but it's pretty small. And I've got, 250 acres to mow. I have hired a guy to do some of the big mowing at my 3 solar sites in Canton, but I've got 2 in Ogdensburg, one of which the sheep are at, and the sheep have been doing quite a bit of mowing, but it still needs to be mowed later in the season. And I have 2 in Huvilton, one of which I am desperately trying to mow. I've been trying to mow it, and it just keeps raining. And the more it keeps raining, the more it keeps growing. And I've mowed it, and the places I've mowed have already just regenerated. But I can't put the sheep there because there's snails on all these other sites except for the 2 in Ogdensburg. So there's a little stress, there's a little pressure, but I'm breathing it. And I've made a commitment to start simplifying my life and getting rid of stuff that I never use. And I've made a commitment to stop buying anything that I don't absolutely need. So that's the big Sunday message. I hope it helps you think about your life and the fact that we don't live forever, people. And this is one of the themes that has been motivating me to do the farming. I've always wanted to do it, and so I'm doing it. To record my music. I've always wanted to record all my songs. I can't quite get to it in the height of summer, but in the winter and the fall and the spring, I get a lot of recording done, particularly when the weather's bad. We have a lot of bad weather up here. But we've had a lot of rain this summer. The hay farmers are ecstatic because they're getting multiple crops of hay. They're getting multiple cuttings. They may end up doing 4 cuttings this year. Good for them. I don't want to put my sheep where there are snails. And when it's wet, there are snails definitely in Canton. Also, I found a bunch in Huvilton. So I'm sticking to Ogdensburg with the sheep at the moment. And I'm a couple more moves, and I'm going to need to move them across the street to the other site, which is fine. I want to do that. I may actually walk them over if I can get some people to help me. So those are the thoughts I'm thinking. And we're running out of July. My dad's got his 99th birthday this year. I'm not going to try to do a party. Last year I tried to do a party and he got sick, and I had a bunch of sheep drop dead that day. It was a mess. So at least we're having somewhat moderate temperatures at the moment, and things are lush. Things are lush. So grateful for the rain and also wary of the snails. That's my big thing. So in the meantime, I got to start getting rid of stuff. I got to start a small habit, just a little tiny small habit of throwing more stuff out every week, and not just the week's garbage, but some other stuff in addition to that. And we have garbage pickup every other week, so I'm going to change that to every week, so I have no excuses. And that Thursday morning is just Thursday morning, time to throw a little bit more out, just a little bit more. Just keep throwing a little bit more out. Get rid of it, reduce, reuse, recycle. And sometimes you just gotta take stuff to the landfill too. Sorry. We have too much stuff, people. We're drowning in stuff, and we're being sold stuff all the time. Let's let it go a little bit. Just be aware of it. Be conscious of it, and begin to let that stuff go. All right? So that's it for this week. Peace, love, grooviness. I'm going to try to do a song. I'm going to try to do Rain, see if I have time for it. Sneak it in, maybe under some rain footage. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what I can go do in the next 1 hour. Boom. Peace. Love. Groovyness. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please join the gang here at Healing Pastures. I'm doing a lot of stuff about the Solar Shepherd stuff, and I'm trying to do a Sunday message every week to kind of bring things together on a spiritual but not religious level, because we need to change the way we grow our food and start small. And you can support a local regenerative farmer, or you can start growing something yourself. That's the deal. All right? Peace, love, grooviness, over and out. Boom. Amen.
And lean into them, even if you fall down. Seek your ledges and climb up to them. Start right now. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Stories and then live them out as if they are true. Every dead end is a new way out. Dare to break through. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain. Let go
You're so beautiful. Looks like Tammy Lamey Lulu has joined us. Hey, big girl. That's Tammy Lamey Lulu. I gotta say, next year I'm not doing bottled lambs. I get too attached to them. They are just really nice, but a lot of work. And now I can't just cull them, you know? I can't eat them. So they're pets. At least the dogs like have a function. And these girls do too. They will become mommies, hopefully. But it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Spike's like, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.